All right, hello, and welcome to our May Getting Started call. So this is for any coach that is a brand new coach that signed up in April, or maybe you were a discount coach for a while and now you decided to work the business. I am not going to take up an entire hour of your time again, because if you were on the call beforehand, it was an hour. So that will not be the case this time. I usually do this in about 20 to 30 minutes. If you guys have questions, just drop them in the chat. I'll go over them when I'm done, because once I start presenting my screen, I can't see anything. So, all right. Present. Okay. And then I'll move you guys up here. Okay, great. So this is all about how to get your business started correctly in the first 30 days of your business. So this is the first of 2 calls that Jen and I do with you guys. We do one now, and then 30 days from now, we do one with you guys called Emerald Now What? Emerald is the first rank in your business. So, one good thing that you want to do in your business in the first 30 days is hit your first rank. And it's really easy to do. We'll go over that as well on this call. And then next month we have a Emerald Now What call. There's also trainings that Melanie does in the Dream Team page for new coaches as well, that you can go in and do at your own pace. So a lot of this is self-regulated. There's also a ton of training in your back office as well, which we'll go over as well. So you can check all that stuff out. Okay. So regardless if you are doing this part-time, full-time, hobby, you are building a business. So we consider you something called a business builder coach. So what is a business builder coach? What does that look like? So that means that you are helping at least 3 to 5 people every single month with a challenge pack or a completion pack. In order to be a coach, you signed up with either a challenge pack or a completion pack. So you're going to have the same thing happen when you're signing someone up. I'm sorry, this is really unprofessional, but Target just told me they need something, that there's something not there, and my husband is going to leave soon, so I just need to see what it was. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. Of course, I was going to get Eliza a Peppa Pig coloring book, but it's it's not there.
Oh my God. Target is life.
Target is life. Okay. Sorry about that. So, Chris, Target is ready, obviously. I feel badly, like people who don't know me and this is like your first encounter, you're probably like, she's such a scatterbrain, but I swear to God, I'm really not. I'm very put together. Okay. So the second thing that you want to do is you want to invest in your own health and wellness journey every single month with 90 PV. And we're going to talk about PV more as the days go on. But the best thing about being a Beachbody coach is that you don't have to have a store in your house filled with Beachbody products. And when someone wants something, you have to send it to them, which is really, really nice. You only have to invest in your own health and wellness. So when you are hold on a second, I need to, sorry guys, otherwise it's going to record with that thing over it. Okay. All right, let me go back now. Sorry, guys. Otherwise, it would have, like, the recording would have had the box over the whole thing where I'm sharing information. Okay. So the best thing about being a coach is you don't need to have a whole storefront of things, that when people want something, you send it to them. They order it through Share a Cart, which is the way that your coach signed you up. And you just have to keep track of what you use. So like I said, every single thing has a dollar amount, right? Like just in life, everything has a dollar amount. So think of PV as like a Beachbody dollar amount. And in order to stay an active coach and hit Success Club, you need 90 PV. Okay. So 90 PV could be Shakeology. It could be pre and post workout. It could be a combination of like the collagen and the beach bars and some other fun stuff. So if you, we'll go over more about 90 PV. If you are not drinking Shakeology every single month or pre and post workout, ask your upline to help you figure out what would equal 90 PV, and we'll help you guys out with that. Okay. The other thing is complete the 4 vital behaviors every day and share. So the 4 vital behaviors are as follows, and they're on your business activity tracker, which is fantastic. So you don't have to ever remember these things. So it's be a product of the product, personal development, recognition, and what am I forgetting? Be a product of the product,
Personal
recognition,
development,
personal development,
inviting.
recognition. What?
Inviting.
Inviting.
The biggest one of all.
Sorry. Okay. So those are all things that are on your business activity tracker. You don't need to like overthink it or anything like that. All that stuff is going to be available for you guys as well. The other thing is commit to a personal development book or a podcast. If you are not a reader like myself, you will just go onto YouTube and like type in like motivational videos, inspirational videos. Then rank advanced to Emerald Coach in 30 days and rank to Diamond Coach in 90 days. Emerald Coach is really simple. So the way I like to describe it is think about like a tree. So you like trees have branches like on left sides and right sides. If you were in a sorority or a fraternity, it's like you being a big and taking two littles. That's another way to describe it. But the way that I think about it is so what I typically do, and we'll talk about this more, is the first thing I did is I signed up my husband as a coach. And I did that for many different reasons, but the first reason I did it was because as much as I love Jenna and I want to give her money towards her business, I'd rather the money be coming to me. So what I do is I order Shakeology on my account every single month, but I also drink collagen and pre and post workout and the powder greens, and we get beach bars and other things. I buy all of that underneath my husband's account, because all that Beachbody money, all that PV comes back up to my account because my husband is a coach on my team. Does that make sense? Whereas like if I purchase everything as myself, again, I love Jenna and I appreciate her, but all of it would go directly to Jenna. And I want it to come to me. So that's why I buy everything underneath my husband. So if you have not signed up a significant other or a family member, that's a great way to describe it. And I always I have like some coaches that say like, well, I'm not married and like, my boyfriend or my girlfriend or whatever doesn't want me to sign them up. I always just say like, so ask like your mother if you can do it or something like that, for all the same reasons. You want that money to come back to you. Not only will you get 25% off, but then you're also going to be getting the Beachbody money or the PV. And I mean, like, the best part about being an Emerald Coach is you also get something called leads. So, I'm sure you've all seen this. You know how there are those Beachbody infomercials on the TV at like 2:00 in the morning that are like, my name's Shailene and I do PIO and blah, 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 and buy Beachbody. When those people order at 2:00 in the morning on the TV, they're not ordering from a coach. They're ordering from Beachbody. So what Beachbody does is they give those people a coach. And those coaches are people who are Emerald coaches or higher. So that's another really great way or good reason as to why you want to be an Emerald coach, because you get these people called leads. She's not on the call right now. She had to leave, but Gina was actually one of my leads. So I've never met Gina. I didn't find her on social media. She was assigned to me from Beachbody. I started a connection with her. We talked for a couple months, and then she decided to sign up as a coach. So it's really important that, you also get to Emerald so you can get leads as well. Okay. Okay. So this is what we were talking about before. This is how you get organized. So you want to, number one, make sure you're signed up for the Google Calendar. Jenna talked about that before. I also talked about that before. The Dream Team page on Facebook. I talked about a lot of this before. That's the link. So anything that you see underlined, I know I put it in the chat already. You guys make sure you click on that link in the chat before the call is over. Otherwise that link will go away. But if you click anything that's underlined, it's actually going to take you right to those places. So you don't have to go searching for them on your own. The next thing is share a cart. So it's pretty much like a virtual shopping cart that you send to people when they're interested in purchasing something. I put a video on here with a link to show you how to send a share a cart. And I also sent you a tutorial, a tutorial on how to actually like go about building a cart as well. And then there's the business activity tracker, which is what I showed you guys as well before. The sheet planner, which is what Jenna was showing, that pink book. This is the link to it. And then the Dream Team Coach Call trainings. They're typically ran on Wednesdays at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes if she can't host it at 12 o'clock, she'll post like an older recording, but they'll always be posted in the Dream Team, and they'll be under, she'll write like new coach training like for the week or something like that for you guys, okay? Yes.
Sorry, for the links that you said we need to click on before this ends, could you put them in the chat? Because it won't let me click on them when they're just in the slide.
Yes, yeah, of course.
Okay, all right, thank you.
So this is something else. I'm not going to go entirely over this too much. So like I said, I showed you guys the business activity tracker. They also have this on your back office. So this is all on your back office, and your coach can go over this with you as well. But this is pretty much the business activity tracker, like the sheet that we showed you, but on the computer, which is pretty cool. And it will show you like percentage of how much you got done for your business during the day. There's a timer, so you can also time yourself during your work, which is really nice. So you're not like spending hours and hours. It tells you, so this is the 4 vital behaviors, like be proof of the product, connect and invite, give people results and show recognition, do personal development. So again, not spending a ton of time on this, but this is also really great information for you guys as well. And then the last thing that we want to go over with you guys is your journey is your journey, but you should make sure that you're sharing it in a way that tells a story. You should never just come right out and be like, I lost 30 pounds with Beachbody. Join me. Buy Shakeology. It's great. And then like take your shaker cup and like smush it against your face and be like, Shakeology. Please don't do that, because it's not going to work. I promise you. People don't want to be sold to. People want to hear stories, and people want to know who you are. So this is a great example of what Jenna's done as a transformation post before. She talks about like what she wishes she could go back to like as a beginner in her journey. So she shows a before, and then she shows an after. And then at the end, she always talks about like coaching or inviting and things like that. This is something that I've done before. So this is, I always like I talk a lot about like how I was bullied as a child because I was overweight. So I talk about this a lot in my transformation photos as well. And I talk about like how like most of my photos, like if you look at my photos I take now versus the photos from before, I smile, but like my smile was very fake. It was a very forced smile. I wasn't really genuinely happy. You know, because I was dealing with a lot of self-esteem issues. And I talk about like how Beachbody gave that back to me. Like they gave me something I hadn't had probably since I was a kid. And then I always, at the end, the same thing. I actually, like this one was actually a call to action. That's what we call a call to action. I was talking not just about joining the Beachbody groups. I was actually inviting people to coaching at the end. And you know, again, everybody has their own story. Everybody will have their own transformations and things like that. But this is a great way for you guys to come out and share your stories. You can always send it to your coach, and they can, you know, proofread it if you want in the beginning when you're getting used to it. You can always, you know, even if I'm not your direct upline, I am one of the leaders of the team. You can always send it to me as well. If you're not friends with me on Facebook or Instagram, you can add me. And I'd be more than happy to proofread it for you. But you want to, like I said, you always want to tell a story when you're, you know, inviting people to coaching and things like that, or inviting people to the challenge groups. So that, my friends, that's all I really wanted to share with you today. It's not a ton of information. We don't want to overwhelm you. It should just be about, your next 30 days should just be about you getting results, you working out, you drinking your Shakeology or your pre and post workout, and like you getting used to being comfortable, especially if you're not comfortable with social media, getting comfortable with social media. That's what the next 30 days should be about. And then, like I said, trying to hit Emerald. Emerald is one of those things that it happens fairly easily. When I signed up as a coach 6 years ago, I hit Emerald in a day because one of my friends she said, I want to go on a journey. I want to commit to it because I want to lose weight. And she said, what's the best option for me to do it? And I told her, you should sign up as a discount coach because you'll get 25% off Shakeology every single month. And she said, sold. And I signed her up as a discount coach. And then I said to my husband, I was like, if I'm going to be buying stuff, I want to buy it with you under you. So I signed him up. So I literally hit Emerald in a day. So it is doable. You can definitely hit it in a day. It doesn't need to be this like huge, scary thing. And so many great things happen from hitting Emerald. So you want to try to hit that as fast as possible. But more importantly is you want to not just hit it, but you want to make sure you don't drop from Emerald. So don't just like sign up like Bob off the street if he's going to cancel his coach account in a week, because that's not helpful to you. You want to make sure that they're signed up for at least 6 weeks and they're buying $50 in Beachbody money a month to stay active. So that way you become a lifetime rank of Emerald, you start getting leads, you get to help more people, you get this fun thing called cycle bonusing, which gives you more money, which is really awesome. You get a fun little paper from corporate. They send you like some other fun stuff. You get recognition when we have summit, all the fun things. So I'm going to stop recording.